Okay, so I don't know if you can see it down there. Ringing up, not quite as high as a penny, but almost. I've got a button. Looks like a big coat button. And I don't see anything real special about it. There's a whole lot of corrosion right there where I'm rubbing with my thumb. And it's raised. But I don't know. I'll get it cleaned up here at home and I'll get back with you about it. But that isn't my first button. I've had a couple of underwear buttons, but this is my first cool big coat button. Awesome. Well, there's another one. I don't know if you can make that out. I think it says Burlington Overall. That seems to be one of the clasps that the strap would hook to. Broken off. Seems to be brass. I'll have to dig around and see what I can find out about Burlington Overall, whether they still exist. I've never heard of them. But, you know, this could be new, this could be very old. I haven't a clue. Anyway, there, as it's starting to dry, you can sort of get the lettering. Anyway, well, on we go. Well, I got a pretty signal, nice and high, and out came a bridle ring. That's pretty cool. Anyway, it's not my first horse tack, of course, but I kind of like that. Onward. Well, I kept getting low grunts and then, you know, this high note in here. And I don't know what this thing is. Kind of wedge-shaped hole right there with what appears to be jaws. I don't know if it might have been a set screw or something there to clamp down. But that says LB400. I haven't a clue what that is. I don't know if that's like a gauge marker. I don't know. It's wild. Well, anyway, made sense though with all those square nails and a great big old nut and a little nut. Why I was getting iron grunts. But anyway, button up and head onward. Ran across the signal as I was walking. Somebody was bumming that day. That got dropped. I presume that's a car key. I don't know. Anyway, on we go. Okay, sorry about the mowers. They're doing the berm out by the road. But I just ran across what appears to me to be a backing plate of a thermometer. I mean, thing I can imagine that could be, because it's not quite a ruler. Goes to about 90 there, 70, 50, 30, down to 10. I'll clean that up a little better, see if I can't maybe under some of that dirt find a name, but that's just cool. Anyway, well, so I soaked the back plate of this thermometer in apple cider vinegar for quite a while, but just seems like this is not going to clean up at all. It's so cruddy. You can still make out some of the numbers, like there's the number 10, sort of make out a number there, which is 10 positive, and there was a 20 that went by, and there's a 50 and a 70 and a 90, but it's in really bad shape, as if this was maybe tossed into a fire or was in a fire when maybe a building burned. Sad to say, not in great shape. Anyhow, that's probably as much as I'm gonna make out. Proving yet again, the Apex likes iron rings. I got more doggone washers, threaded nuts, whatever. It's kind of fun though. I haven't a clue what this thing is. It doesn't look like plumbing. What it would have been. Anyway, onward. As I said, it was a gorgeous day out, at least. Weather's wonderful. And the ground's plenty moist. I'm getting good signals. It grunts when I hit iron, and sometimes it sings. On we go. Okay. I think I need to move. There's just so much iron trash, and this machine just cannot tell that from the good stuff. Although this is kind of interesting. Big old plow bit. Blade. I don't know what you'd call that. It's cool though. But I'm tired of digging iron. Well, maybe next time. Well, I keep getting a signal down in the hole. Says you just gotta go deeper, but I pulled all that dirt out of there, and I've got to be almost my second pinpointer deep. So I don't know what the heck that thing thinks it's detecting, but closer to the surface, only about 6 inches deep, I had a nice little debuckle. I'm guessing that's from 30s, 40s, 50s, I don't know. And the size of that, it's only about 3/4 square. It's less than an inch on the opening. I'm guessing that's, like I say, a debuckle from a bridle maybe, or some other kind of horse tack. But anyway, that was cool. And way down in here somewhere, something is making that detector sing, but not my pinpointer. Oh well, time to fill it in. found myself an old toy revolver. And if that ain't cool, I don't know what is. That was wild. It was only about, I don't know, 8 inches down, maybe 7 inches down, not real deep. But pretty worn. He's seen a better day. Anyway, we'll see if there isn't anything that lasts after we let it dry out. I'm thinking I'll wrap that up good and secure in a nice towel I brought around. Anyway, on we go. Okay, that I don't think was what I got a signal off of, but it sure did give a nice one when that is right underneath it. It'll wheel off a toy car, tin toy I think, and then that thing all come from way down there. Anyway, that's half filled in. Well, anyway, little Doug joined me. Dougie Bacon. I haven't a clue what this thing is though. I'll have to see what Doug says. He might have an idea. Golly, that is so odd. Well, on. So I asked Doug and he didn't recognize it. And I talked to a few people and they didn't recognize it, but it was my wife, my wonderful wife, who saw this immediately where I'd tossed it down at the center of my truck and called it for what it is. It's an erector set wheel. And verified by her brother, because he's got them from his sets earlier apparently. Both of them recognized those immediately. And that was just so cool. Okay. I don't know if that's coming through or not, but best I can make out, I think that's pretty clear right there. 1934 wheat cent. So that would have been a contemporary of the house here. And this house, of course, stood till, well, it was still standing according to a 1959 aerial photograph that had been taken in the area. So, the county took over 1 year later, got all these properties for the creation of the park. And the house was gone by 1966, I know, because that was the next aerial that I could find. But anyway, that's only my third Doug Wheatie, but I'm quite pleased with that. It's a little smooth, but not bad. I'm liking that. Well, the pinpointer is also saying there's something else up there, so it's probably junk, but I'll get back to you if it's interesting.